Hi guys, wanted to start some reviews going for this week, and I'm gonna do something new, which is video game reviews. And the video game that I wanted to take a look at because I've been replaying it is The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. I love this game when it came out, and I replay it here and there on the Switch too. I beat it on the Switch 1 when it originally came out, and yeah, just overall, it was a long wait for this game, and but I think it was worth it. Still to this day, I keep replaying it. I keep doing some of the quests I never completed, and for a Legend of Zelda game, and for me, the Legend of Zelda series is my number one favorite video game series of all time. It's uh, the best. And so, the open world Zelda games from Breath of the Wild to this have been, well regarded. And I think Zelda does a great job of doing an open world game. You're not given any type of information about where you're supposed to go, your objectives, or anything. You're just there to explore and figure it out as you go, which was true of the original NES classic of the first Legend of Zelda game, and it works well with both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But Tears of the Kingdom, makes some, nice quality of life decisions with, stuff like, fusing weapons together. Again, it's still annoying when weapons break. I mean, hey, I'm gonna admit it. It's still a bummer when you break a really nice, sword that you find out in the open world, and then it breaks, an hour later or 30 minutes later because you're gonna be, fighting, tougher enemies out in the world. But I still like it. Like I still like the fusing of weapons and with your materials as well from defeated enemies and stuff because it's creative. You get to mix and match different combinations of weapons together, and it works well. I mean, overall, all the powers that you have for Link, like the thing to grab on that thing where you grab stuff, that was cool because you use that to put together all your construction stuff to make vehicles and make platforms, and it comes in well in the puzzle rooms, the shrine puzzles in the game as well. And I love those shrine puzzles; they're really fun. And the combat again in this game is even better than the first game. I love fighting all the moblins, the those ninja-like characters. I forgot what they are. They wear the masks. Those guys are good. I love that. Kind of miss the Guardians, but that was part of the story of Breath of the Wild, the Guardians. But they were fun to fight in Breath of the Wild. Love that, especially when you get the Master Sword and you're just like chopping off their legs and stuff, and then you know taking them out. After that, like those were fun. But this game does a better job of enemy variety than Breath of the Wild. In fact, I think the bosses also are better in Tears of the Kingdom than in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, there's just like Ganon possessing these, things, these kind of like uh, robotic kind of guardian like things that were in the first game's dungeons, like basically like puppet Ganons. That's where you were basically fighting in Breath of the Wild 1. But in Tears of the Kingdom, you got like a good variety of bosses in each dungeon, and the dungeon is good. The dungeons are really good. Like I thought, the way they designed them was really smart. And I noticed like when you were progressing through the dungeons, the music changed dynamically. I don't know if that was the case. I don't know. Like, comment if you noticed that. I thought that was a really cool thing to do with the score of the game is to have it dynamically change and become, I think, like more dramatic. The more you went deeper into the dungeon to get to the boss, and yeah, I love getting the outfits for Link. I love getting all different shields and stuff, and swords and bows. And yes, the Korok seeds, it's a collectible that some people thought was very annoying in Breath of the Wild, but in Tears of the Kingdom, even in Breath of the Wild, I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, it is an open world game, and in most open world games, you're going to be collecting stuff, whether it's useful or not. It's another way of completion, and just for you to explore more of the world and find all the the hidden stuff, all the hidden goodies. And yeah, I still like that stuff. I've been, when you have a Korok that's lying on the ground and he needs to be reunited with his buddy, I still have found it pretty easy just to use the magical, hand thing and just like carry them over to the place. I mean, some times it gets more devious and you have to build something to get that Korok over to his buddy, but overall, like, he didn't have to deal with any of that. I just like bring him over with me, and we would, take that hike over to, see his friend to reunite him. And yeah, I got nothing. There's not really any problems with this. Rain is still, rain's still problematic in this game. Like when it starts to rain in Hyrule, you tend to slip and on cliffs and stuff, and that's still. I mean, even with the suit that you can get to, remedy that, it's still annoying. But I still love Tears of the Kingdom. It's still one of my favorite Nintendo Switch games. It was a great, swan song to the Nintendo Switch. Well, I wouldn't say that. Metroid Prime 4 was more of a swan song for that system. But, Breath of the Wild made the Switch. Without that game, I don't think the Switch would have been successful. And Switch 2 definitely, shows you why Nintendo Switch was like an ingenious platform. You can play the game both in handheld and docked. And if you have a Nintendo Switch 2, there's the Switch 2 version, and it has a better frame rate at 60 frames, and it's smooth, and less chugging, less frame rate issues than for both games have been added for Nintendo Switch 2. So they look better, they run better, and yeah, I just love exploring the world. I just like it because they don't give you any direction. They just let you do whatever the hell you want to do, and be curious and find out stuff. And yeah, it's just ingenious game design, and that's what Nintendo is known for, is developing an ingenious gameplay loop that you can keep on playing and always be interested. Within every 30 minutes, this is going to be something cool that you're going to find. And with that being said, I think The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is one of the best video games of the generation. And if you haven't played it or haven't finished it, definitely finish it. And if you haven't played it, buy it. It's a great game. And it's been a long time since the game's been out, and I'm gonna say, like, the final battle between Link and Ganondorf is pretty kick-ass. Like, that was a great fight with various stages to it, and the finale where he turns into a dragon and you fight on, like, that's amazing. I think it beats the fight with Ganondorf in Ocarina of Time, and in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Like, this is one of the best endings to a video game. And yeah, also the music in Tears of the Kingdom is great, and the main theme is just it's infectious. I love it. All right, that's gonna do it. Comment. Have you been replaying the game since its release of Tears of the Kingdom? Let me know if you are, and which one do you prefer, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? I'm curious to know. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll see you around. All right, bye.